Hello, welcome to Laura's Painted Minis. I am Laura, and we're starting a new mini today. So I got those wolves all painted up, which if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen pictures of those. This is a mini from Next Level Miniatures. I think this is the remastered version. So it would have been from their second campaign, technically. Let's see. Well, this does have some metallic flake in it. I couldn't tell it for a second. So just trying to figure out colors. Hey there, Big Harry. Just pouring this out because my little basically swatch there doesn't look very metallic. So, but I had it in with my metallics, so I was just trying to see if it really was, and does have a little bit. You can see it better in person that there does seem to be some flakes in there. But I was planning on doing like shaded metallics on this guy, so I need just a regular black instead. But I might use that anyway. Oops. There we go. So I'll use coal black instead. It's probably not available anymore. It's one of their holiday colors. Reaper's holiday colors. I keep forgetting to get rid of that fiber thing. Let me do that real quick. I think that's something I can do now. There. Maybe once I get back into starting the habit would be more like it, of doing some just quick, or not really quick, but short videos that are basically time-lapse videos of me painting on part of a mini. I had started doing it last fall, and then I got out of the habit for some reason. I don't remember what it was that broke that up, but yeah. Here we are. So just gonna get a good base coat on this guy. I'm kind of going back and forth between keeping him a really dark color or going up and doing like a very typical steel. we'll see. I do have the adamantine black is a pretty cool metallic black. If I do that, then I might actually just use the blade steel like a almost like a highlight for that. I am excited because I finally got some progress made and getting a group together to get a campaign underway. So we've got a date scheduled. Really need to wash my brushes. Date scheduled for the first session of that. So this will be my first campaign that I'll be running as the GM. And we also, I think, have determined which campaign idea they are most interested in. And that means I will be getting out the Reaper Anniversary Dragon plus Rider to paint. Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, that's it, like perfect for what I was envisioning. For the kind of big baddie in my in progress novel, and so I'm using that as my setting. Maybe that will, you know, influence some shenanigans or something that happens in my novel. Whatever happens during the campaign, who knows? Just means that I need to get my husband's D&D Beyond account, since that's where we've done all the purchases and stuff. As far as any online D&D Beyond purchases. assuming that they're still letting us use classes and whatnot from the older books now. We have not yet bought the new stuff, though I am. And the stuff that I have heard about them and sneak peeks, it looks like it's worth the buy. Like that there is some good new stuff in there. This guy's basically the last kind of bad guy monster, basically, for my upcoming one-shots. There are some like player character type stuff, like some wild shapes that I'd like to get painted up as well. And in general, it was just kind of, I've been using a lot of the same painted minis for my one-shots, and so it would just be fun to have some newer painted characters to pull from. Not necessary though, so that's why that's why I've been doing these other things, because I do have minis that will work, are painted. Kind of now the boring part is now we need to wait for that to dry. I am also thinking of doing some glowing eyes on this dude. I think it would look kind of cool. And sometime this past year, I got this, actually this might have been in the Bone 6 Kickstarter. But it's a metallic color, Forge Glow. I'm thinking I'll use that for glowing eyes. So I'm gonna do shade metallics. And I can't just do like a OSL, a regular OSL effect. I would need to use something that gives some actual like shine, so it's not clashing with the shaded metallics. If you want to see what I'm talking about, and specifically purposely did both on the bronze golem of Reapers and the Reaper Pro Tips. So I think if you go to Reaper's channel, like their YouTube, it would be their YouTube at this point, because that was a while ago that she did it. And then if you just like search bronze golem or whatever the SKU is for it on their YouTube channel, one of those videos will be where she kind of shows how they end up working against each other. And so then, more specifically, the fake effect that's supposed to be where you're like the OSL is creating the illusion that it's glowing, being up next to actual metallics ends up breaking that illusion, basically. I have a holder I can put this on. Should probably need to rework the putty though. And it's also fun because be making progress towards getting the event, the 1-day event of one shots rolling. Still waiting to hear from some GMs, but no matter what, we're gonna put the sign up out there next Monday. And whatever happens, happens. Part of me is wondering if they even are going to actually run games, because we also haven't, like, we just in general have not gotten any responses or anything since we sent out like basically it was a little survey to check on availability, so that we made sure that we were scheduling the day when GMs were actually available. That was kind of a mistake we did last year, was we checked with kind of the regular attendees on what like a change in schedule would work for them, but we didn't ask and double check with GMs. So that was kind of a mistake on our part. Okay, let's see if this And then after the one shots, the day of one shots or winter one shots, I guess it's kind of a nickname that we're giving it. Then I'll start kind of working on some slides for a workshop for how to run a one shot. A little bit on how to there will be a little bit on how to like be a GM and things to think about for building a one shot, but most of it will be about just how to run one or how to prepare and run one. And of course, also working on making a first session for the new campaign that I'll be starting. I'll probably also start thinking too of like one shots for our fall. Though I may like just sort of steal whatever I create for my campaign, and because I guess two of the people there do regularly attend our tabletop events, but that just means that they know they can go and play one of the other games and not feel like they're missing out. Okie dokie. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my metallics mixed up We'll just use part of the mini to test out our plan. I can tell I have not been using my metallics enough. I've got a bunch of dried up paint that's clogging up the nozzle. Probably should just, now that I know how to do, or at least feel like I have a grasp on shaded metallics, I probably should actually just buy some new bottles of my shaded my metallic paints. Here's what I got built up. So I've got that coal black up here. So in your darkest shadows, they're not going to shine. It's not going to be shiny at all. So that's kind of the idea behind, at least my understanding behind like shaded metallics is you are going to use a regular paint color to be your shadow, like your darkest shadow, essentially. And then these are all metallics. This is that adamantine black. And then got a mixture of that plus a little bit of blade steel. And then this is a little bit, some blade steel plus pearl white, and then just pearl white. And then if you want the SKUs, here are those. And those are all metallics. So each of these have metallic flakes in them. Whatever it is that Reaper uses for their flakes is what's in them. I think this guy is dry enough that we can get going. Let's try out our idea. So we'll just start with the head. See if we, there we go, get a little more focused. So I'm kind of thinking this will probably play out a little bit like painting black, since I'm going to go dark with the armor. I'm kind of guessing my highlights themselves are going to need to be very small in order for it to still read like a really dark, almost black armor. Sorry. Got a cat. Yeah, oh, you can see her. Doo -doo. Guess she decided that she wanted to be on my face cam instead of the cat cam. think I put my camera too close. But I feel like that's getting some good highlights, but still looking like dark armor there on top. Since I do feel like I like how this was going, I'm just going back to the adamantine black and kind of just going over the rest of the mini. Since I'm not gonna be doing anything too fancy with this guy, keep him simple. Probably mean the rest of the stream is gonna be me painting with the adamantine black. and my cat trying to sneak around on my desk. If the stream just suddenly ends, it's probably because my cat decided to walk across my computer. Because she's looking like she might try. These slots here too would be kind of cool with some kind of a forge glow. And that won't be that difficult. I probably will just grab my pure white and wherever I want to actually be the full on red, I'll paint in, do some underpainting of white, and then I'll come in. I've got, these are the colors I'll use for that. The Phoenix Red is just a regular paint color. I'm just trying to get this one leg kind of finished up so that it is easy to remember where I left off. Alrighty, I think we gotta get started on this guy. There you go. I can see him. And you can see how those shaded metallics highlights kind of stand out. So even when it helps you have a little bit more control, where the shine is always for sure gonna show up. So like right now the light's not shining on the top too much, but you can still see that there's some highlights there because we've got some lighter metallic colors, and they'll show up even look shinier when we do actually get some direct light. But yeah, it's fun. So that'll be it for today, and we'll be back Monday with Mr. Ogre Mage dude, which I'm pretty satisfied with the green, and so I'm going to move on. I kind of quite often do go in order of like biggest to smallest amount of area, things that take the amount of area. So I'll do all these little horns or bones, some over here too that are tied on to the staff. So that'll be fun. That will be it for today. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you Monday. All right, bye.